Well, welcome back to the August 2023 special four-color freakout, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to tonight in Echo Vision, special Echo Vision that people pay extra money for all this spectacle. But for you, it's all going to be free. Oh my God! This Echo. All right. So I don't know how to stop this freaking echo. But,
I feel sorry. I feel sorry for you because you're doing a show and it doesn't happen.
Well, I think it's highly entertaining. Anyway, it's a wonderful StreamYard program. I guess because I downgraded to the cheap plan, they decided to add extra echo. I should have tested it earlier today. Oh well. All right, who wants to go first? Maybe if everyone mutes their microphone while someone presents, it'll be okay. You just won't be able to talk to them. What do you think? Let's try that. All right. So let's go. Let's first go to any volunteers.
Oh, now it stopped.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
It was Steve the whole time? No.
You think it was you, Steve? That's okay. It made for a wonderful experience.
I'm going to log off and log back in.
It's still echoing a little bit, but it's not as bad.
Yeah, now I can hear it again.
Oh, it's wonderful. Well, let's go to Jumbo. Jumbo, you want to go? Or maybe I'm supposed to go first.
Okay. Yeah.
Cursed noise.
I was waiting for Gotham to do some words there for us with Roy. I just grabbed some books that is not keys, and I didn't even get gold key books tonight. I've just got regular old comics, but some cool stuff. War is Hell.
Mm-hmm.
We all know that. Some of these had some great John Severin covers on them, but they're cool to look at anyway. They may not be keys.
Part of the run, it was like a Weird War Tales, and part of the run, it was reprints of Sergeant Fury.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I think some of the later ones were Sergeant Fury. So he's got a live grenade. So yeah, I had this little.
That's an American grenade.
Box. It is, right?
Yeah.
It's not a German grenade. He must have stole it. Those darn Nazis.
Nazis and commies. Yeah, I forgot all about that title. That was around too. I never picked any of that stuff up, but
how many comics and comic history have had hell in the title, I wonder? Is that the only one?
There was just a few, yeah. Here's a Strange Adventures, a double size 48 pager.
That looks brand new, man.
It's in pretty decent shape. All the water is frozen, even though they're burning up. So, not a key. No first appearances in this thing.
Those are reprints, aren't they?
It's still a great read. Yeah, it had some. I think it did have some reprints from Golden Age stories in it. So,
I think I have the.
Except for the Adam Strange may have been new. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that was new. But I think I have that comic with that cover on it.
But some Crypt of Shadows.
Yeah, those are cool.
Graveyard Ghoul.
Micah could, you could turn that into a hand coming out of a toilet and have the guy's trousers drop down, and it's like turn it into a restroom at an IHOP. I don't know if Micah would want to do that or not. He commented on one of my videos last night, so he seems to be in good spirits.
Oh, good.
Don't bury me deep.
I didn't mention this show is Micah's show. He does the 4-color fossils. He's under the weather for a few weeks, and I'm the summer replacement. So, in case you're wondering, I don't think some people have found me over at this other channel though.
They figured it out. I mean, 8 o'clock. You know.
Oh, that's a nice Medusa cover.
Yeah, it's.
I could do a fake. I could do some alarms that go off with certain artists. Does anyone want me to do that? What artists should we?
Well, we always pick on Kane. Well, you guys want to do somebody else?
Well, yeah, but who has Tony Tallarico comics at their fingertips?
I don't at my fingertips.
Believe it or not, Vampirella #1 has a Tony Tallarico story.
Really?
Yeah.
This is Invisible Scarlet O'Neil on the cover.
Yep.
That's beautiful.
Quite invisible.
You got the Doll Man already from Eric?
I do. I'll show you that one.
Did you get it in person or did you?
Yeah, I drove up there. I went to the store up there close to that and did some work up there so I could go over to the comic shop and get that, and looked around the shop there for a little bit. Found a couple other things. I think I got this there. Maybe. It's a Romita cover.
Wow. Yeah, those Thongors are great.
And let me see. Yeah, here it is.
Yeah, beautiful.
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was in pretty nice shape. So thank you, Gratu, and thank you, Eric. In comic book
Man, I
world.
probably would be interested in some of those Tales of Suspense, but I don't have any money that he was pricing last week. I have to look and see which ones I have and which ones I don't have.
I've seen that book for $600 on eBay.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
I got these from Kevin, Gotham City. Kevin's in the house tonight, right?
Yeah. Do you still have a pile there or did you clear it out?
No, I've still got stuff there.
Yeah, me too, believe me.
I'm whittling away at it, a little bit by little bit. But
He got some stuff today that's gonna probably put a dent. Got a Erie Publications poster print set. Oh, look at that.
Isn't that a cool cover? Look at that.
Yeah, I think I have that same one.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
I like these. Some of them are kind of quirky, but
Got a witch on it.
big red cheese. Yeah, it's got a witch on it. So you can cackle in there. Hee hee.
Well, the witch doesn't make it a key issue. We'll say it.
No, it's still not a key.
I've been watching these videos where these people, you could probably count, they say the word key several hundred times in a video, and that's all they care about. And I don't know. I'm afraid if I send this in, it won't come back at 9.8. It might come back at 9.6. Oh my God.
I got this from Comic Book World.
Is that one of the ones he was talking about?
No, this was, I got this about 3 years ago.
Oh, I thought they were going to bring some of that to the convention. I was going to pick some of those.
No, he's still got those, I guess. I didn't even look at those, but
okay.
Yeah, they were feature comics like this, I think is what he said. So
yeah, right.
Yeah, I didn't even look at them. But I got this about 3 years ago, and it was from the IRS collection.
The IRS.
I don't know if they seized somebody's collection for non-tax payment. Or
that's
what?
Terrible, man.
That is bad, isn't it?
Did you read it in the back? What it says?
I've read it before, but I don't remember exactly how it went down or what it said.
Man, that's bad. That's
I don't think would government use that kind of font, like that.
I wouldn't think so, but I mean, maybe somebody else did this as
they put their own font.
They got them from the government or whoever seized them or something, and made up their own little certificate and stuck in there.
Now they got armed IRS agents. Oh, look at that.
Here's a Gunsmoke. This is not James Arness or anybody like that. It's not a gold key. This is a Western publication.
I still don't know how they got away with that with the radio show and TV show on the air.
Yeah.
We got Horror Mike in the chat.
1950. Yeah. So it might be pre. When did Gunsmoke start?
I would think about then on the radio, and I think it was on the radio before it was on TV.
Oh, okay. I wasn't aware of that. One more. The
radio show was much better, believe it or not. It was far more violent and realistic, and you could. That's not me. That's my dog. And it would.
Drew.
I mean, you'd have all the sound effects of the creaking floors. The everything was.
That sounded like a creaking floor.
And
Gunsmoke, I think the TV series started in 1955.
Yeah, and as Myers saying in the chat, it was William Conrad that did the voice on radio, but he didn't fit the requirements physically to do it on TV.
Yeah, right.
He wasn't tall enough, yeah.
Well, tall, and he might have been a little too wide.
20 years, man. All
right, we ready for a new person? I got to go feed the dog. Let's get Gotham City on. Are you there, Gotham City? You got to turn your mic on. Let's see. There he is.
I'm here, but I don't think I'm not ready.
Are you not ready?
Buy your comics in Gotham City, or I'll plug you, partner.
All right. So who is ready? Let's see. Hans, you want to go?
Yeah, I guess I can go.
All right, we'll go to Hans.
What issue was this, man? I can't read it. Number 10. True Sports. Murder at the World Series.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's got a nice...
It's kind of the way it is nowadays with all the players dropping dead all the time. Okay, let's get you set.
He's got a noose around his neck. That would never fly today. They would be all up in arms about that.
Hey, Gratu.
Yeah.
Are you there?
I got to run for just a second, but go ahead. Show a
Is it all right if I put a shameless plug in? These are books that I'm going to be...
Yeah, plug your live stream, absolutely, and I'll be right back.
Here's these are all books that I'm going to be giving away in my live stream on the 27th. Part of the giveaway. Here's Battle Stories.
Oh wow!
This is I don't know what number this is, man. Feral Publications number 5. This is lower grade, but it's complete. And I think it's, let me see what I got here, 1952.
Wow, still nice.
Star Spangled War Stories, number 24. What year is that from? 1954. It's probably in VG Plus. Then I got Our Fighting Forces, number 4, from 1955. And then these, I never really had an interest in these. I think this was part of a collection I picked up a long time ago. Dwight D. Eisenhower. This came out in 1969.
We like Ike.
We like Ike. Another one I'll be giving out on the 20s. I think this might all be broken into 2 sets. So it'll be like a first, second prize. Anyway, here's Miss America number... Oh, there is no number on there. Number 16 from 1948.
Nice photo cover.
Yeah, when women still wore nice dresses. Here's another Miss America from 1951. This is number 39.
So it's got Patsy Walker in it too, right?
Yep, it's got Patsy Walker in there. Hetty Wolf. Here's Calling All Girls from 1944. 1944, towards the end of the war.
Huh.
What else do I got? From King Comics, The Phantom.
Oh yeah, it's a good cover.
I don't know what issue this is, but I think this is a. Oh yeah, it's got some moisture damage on the top there, a little bit. But, yeah, I like the fist with the ring on it, the skull ring. What else do I got? There's some more stuff that's going to be given away. Strange Adventures number 211.
Oh yeah.
That man. Then here's a, this is a Neil Adams cover. I didn't at first even realize it, but when I saw Neil Adams back in 2012 at the Graham Crackers. No, this was at the Chicago Comic Con, actually. And I thought it was, at first I thought it was a Gray Morrow cover when I first saw this. But it's actually Neil Adams. I think
he signed it down there, right?
Yeah, he signed it. So this is a signed copy, Neil Adams.
Yeah, it looks like one of those gray tone covers almost.
Yeah, and it's kind of in the style of Gray Morrow, so I don't know what the. And I was going through the whole collection, to see what I can find by Neil Adams to get it signed, and I came across this, and I said, well, this ain't Neil Adams, but I couldn't figure out who it was, so I had to look it up, and by golly, it was Neil Adams. Well, I'm not supposed to show this. I guess this is a key issue, but I don't know.
All right.
Well, a significant issue. Let me put it that way.
That's better.
That's a first issue, but that's not his first appearance. So
right. So it's.
I don't know if that's a major key.
No, I don't.
Not.
Well, we can't call them keys on this channel now. We have to.
When did he first appear? Just keys is so overused now. When was he? When did he first appear? I don't remember.
I don't either.
I'm trying to think now. I don't think that was it, though, was it?
Maybe it was. Arrival. They make it sound like it's the first appearance. Arrival. Fabulous first issue. Arrival. Rom Space Knight. So I think it is, but it's a special issue, I guess.
I'm thinking of somebody else then.
Well, that's a character that most people never cared about, but it's just that cover is so spectacular on that first issue. Yeah. Now they've got a omnibus coming out of all the ROM issues.
Did you say omnibus? Did you say omnibus or omnibus?
Omnibus. Did I say it wrong?
And I got this sign.
If you have more than one of them, are they called omnibuy?
No, the idiots call a whole. If you have a whole shelf, it's like these are my omnibus. They use omnibus as the plural.
Yes, this is I have this omnibus.
Yeah, it's pathetic.
First you killed me. Now you want to kill only the only witness to my murder. It's also signed by Neil Adams. This is Strange Adventures number 210 from 1968. And had it signed back there. 810.
Interrupt you for a second. Guys in the chat, I put the link to getting on in the chat. Could someone paste that into Eric Breen's Twitter? Because it doesn't seem right to do a show without him. And I just don't know how to do that. But if there's 23 people watching, somebody's going to be able to cut and paste it from the chat and go to Twitter, type in Eric Breen. I just don't have the technological know-how. I didn't mean to interrupt. Keep going.
No, I'm done. That was it.
Oh, you're done. All right.
Yeah, I got another issue here, but I'm not going to show it because it's a key issue.
You can show it. I was just being funny.
I
'cause
know.
it's just
I'm just
things that
kidding around.
annoy me. That and all the CGC talk, and
Yeah, I know that.
apparently there's some big controversy happening now because I think someone made a whole bunch of exclusive issues and then destroyed a bunch or something. I hear or someone like got some art from Marvel that had been used 20 years ago and used it for some exclusive variant cover, and now the people are all horrified that someone did that. I don't know. What
Wow,
these
I didn't
people
even
are
hear
about.
about. I didn't hear about that at all.
It's you got to kind of listen to some of these younger people. That's what they all talk about. All right, well, let's see who wants to go next, guys.
I can go.
I can tell.
Steve
Who's
Areno.
talking?
Is there still an echo?
I
You
don't
don't have
know.
an echo.
It's okay if there's an echo. It'll just
Not
make
as
it
bad.
less
That's all right. Not when
All
you're
right.
talking, I think.
Is it good?
You're good.
All right, excellent, outstanding. Hello, everybody. A few things. I picked up the new price guide, which is a must for me anyway. I know it gets like a bad rap because the prices don't agree with the market, but this is a yearly thing. But the information in there is a boon. I mean, you have to have it. If you want, I mean, you can look it up online. I get it, but you're not at a computer all the time. The information is just. I get it every year. I'll stand by Overstreet. It's funny, the prices, as long as they can make money, the Overstreets, whatever. But if they want to buy something, the dealers might want to go buy Overstreet. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things. But yeah, I got the new price guide. It's they got like 4 different covers. I got the Avenger cover by Kevin Nolan, I believe. Yeah, Kevin Nolan did the Avengers cover on this. Pretty cool.
You buy all 4?
No,
it's a wonderful.
No, I didn't.
No, if you get a whole shelf of all of them from different years, it gives you a wonderful way to go back and see where the market was in a particular year.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I look at my old price guide from time to time.
Which is something that would be hard to do on the internet.
Oh yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Plus, the information is right at your fingertips, and the internet's not always right. And Overstreet's not perfect. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that at all. But for the most part, 99.9% of the time, you can go by with what they're saying. So, got my Gene Autry annual from 1956, I believe.
From England?
Yeah. This is owned by David. David had it before me.
Oh.
So if you're out there, David, I got your Gene Autry annual. It's pretty cool. It's got the front piece is pretty nice. Let me get to it. Because the pages are, a pretty heavy cardstock.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
So that's pretty nice there. Nice back cover. Gene, Little Champ. That was pretty cool to find.
It's all Dell stories, or is there?
Yeah, they're Dell reprints from England. Yeah. They're
Meyer
colored.
Meyer Greenberg has nice shirt, Steve.
Oh, thank you.
Great shirt. Doesn't
Yeah, it's colored pretty nice. Cardboard. It's like cardstock. It's like a thicker paper. These annuals than the regular Dell comic. Doctor Strange 180 out of my reading pile.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that's such a great cover.
I bought that off the stands.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Very cool. X-Men 35.
Oh, it's another one. I bought that off the stands too.
That's cool. That's cool. Marvel Team Up 46 with my main man Deathlock, which is one of my favorite characters. Never a big Spider-Man fan outside of Ditko, but I did buy Marvel Team Up because they always had second and third tier characters to appear with Spidey. One of my favorite covers from House of Secrets. Very cool.
Nice.
It's like Richard Nixon.
That's the Ball of Evil 1.
I
key
bought
issue.
that one off this morning.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it seemed to be a major motion picture. This guy here, that werewolf guy. Doom Patrol 102 with the Challengers. Very good for it. Very cool book.
Really
Good looking cover.
Oh yeah. Marvel Chillers 5.
Tigra. Or do you say Tigra?
Tigra with Red Wolf and my man. Very cool. And then the Marvel Chillers. And Undersea Agents number 5. Been seeing better days, but it's a
That's awesome.
replacement. Yeah, it could hold.
Tower Record. Is that a wood cover or what?
Kane.
Looks weird without any text on the cover.
Oh, there we
It
go.
does, doesn't it?
Couldn't see it.
Yeah. This bugs me. The blurb talking about text on the cover. They overdid it on this.
What the problem with that text is it's not handwritten. It's
Yes,
done by a machine. I always hated when they did that.
but it's just messing up the artwork, man. It's just
That too.
such a great cover too. But that text is really annoying. This is a nice cover. This is Thunder Ages number 17.
Wow.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Pretty cool. I love the Thunder Agents, man. They're not a big Hulk fan, but I like Arsenal a lot. So I bought this off the stands when I was a kid. If they had like the UFOs or Arsenal or Bees, someone like that, I would buy it. But I don't have a lot of Hulk books in my collection.
Don't tell Rod that.
Oh, I know. I'm sorry, Rod, if you're watching, buddy. No art feelings, I hope.
Great books on Rod and Shannon's show the other week.
Marvel Team Up 1 with a nice date.
I love that series.
Oh, that's a great series. Very fun. And
Rex in the
right
chat.
now, Marvel Team Up number 2 with my favorite Submariner costume.
Yeah. He gets a Gil Kane too.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of Kane tonight. All right, that's all I got for right now, guys.
Good stuff, Steve.
Thank you.
Okay, well, let me. So we're supposed to have like some horrible thing happen with Gil Kane art, so let me pick that up. I guess if Eric wants to come in, if someone would give him the link on Twitter. Gotham, are you ready?
That's for all you hippies there.
What did I do? Add to stream. I hit the wrong button. All right. What's going on? Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
Is that brand new?
Yeah, glow in the dark. There's a new one coming out. It's going to be a regular.
Can you shut off the light for us and let us watch it glow? Or are you still open?
Let me try.
How tall is that, Kevin?
The figure? Or the ceiling?
Yeah, how tall is that figure?
7 inch.
Show is becoming kind of psychedelic tonight.
Can't really see them.
They don't use enough uranium anymore like they used to in those old Aurora models.
My phone's not picking it up. It's going better than it shows.
Is that from Super 7?
This is NECA.
NECA.
You have the King Kong I've seen in your collection.
Oh, that's them? Okay.
We hold it up here just a little bit longer.
Yeah, that does look good. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he works good. All right. One more of these in. These sold out.
Awesome.
We got some new coffee mugs.
Oh, yeah, I saw you put those on Instagram. Those are pretty good coffee mugs. Too bad I hate coffee.
Yeah.
You can put tea in there. $10. They're cheap.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Not bad at all.
They're from
Cool.
England. Yeah, the original British posters, Certificate X.
There's the new Mad coming out next week.
Yeah, I saw that. It's like they've used the Charles Addams cartoons in the TV show, but then for Morticia, I think, what do they use? Angelica Houston? Yeah, see, they don't use Carolyn Jones. That was a bad call.
This is a cool page.
So is it an all monster issue?
This is the first time I'm looking at it right here.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
So that's that's from 1995. Jack Davis doing Frankenstein in the 90s.
Yeah, I thought it said Jack Davis doing that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting that they're giving you credit of where they reprinted it from. I don't think Mad ever did a parody of the real Addams Family from the 60s or the Munsters. Kind of odd. They might have done some kind of weird mixture. When is this reprinted from? Does it tell you at the bottom? Or is it actually a new thing?
Didn't tell me on that one.
I guess it could be new.
Wolverine. So.
Remember a few years ago they said Mad was stopping publication, and then they said, well, we're going to print enough so that anyone with a subscription will get them, and then they just kept going with the reprints. And
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I thought I heard a dog panting.
There's Tom Bunk.
Because I can't hear my own voice when I talk.
No, we're hearing you. Yeah, you can't. I can't either, because I don't put a headset on. I just hear my voice here, but I hear everyone else coming from the computer.
Oh, I can't hear my own voice from the computer.
No, you don't. Not if you don't have the headphones on. That's why everyone wears headphones. I just got used to it because I'm too cheap to buy them.
But I was hearing myself before.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway.
I can't explain computer stuff.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah, you're right, Meyer. This does look good.
Yeah, I like this issue.
How many did you get?
Look where he's biting her at.
I have 3 for sale here.
That's real from the 60s.
These look cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
more
from the
cavities.
50s.
Crusty.
Probably what Meyer feels like right now.
These are Super 7 Godzilla toys.
How many of the Erie Publications books did you get?
Wow.
Oh, wow. That's what, Violante?
Yeah, they've never done this version with the rose head.
I don't
How
think
much
so.
are those?
These are 85.
85. Can you show the whole thing? Pull back a little. Yeah, that's kind of nice.
It's pretty big.
Oh, Japan, I'll bet, right?
I think Meyer's saying to put a mad aside for him. Put one aside for me too. I'll be a follower.
You guys,
I can't
each
find
one
those
out?
here. And what's great, I don't know if you noticed it, they went back to the original logo, or the logo that they used for decades, as opposed to the one that they had been using that was a kind of sort of the Kurtzman logo, but not exactly. That looks like vintage Mads there when they're lined up like that.
He's got different heads and hands and stuff.
Yeah.
That's pretty great.
You could put the tendril around his neck. You could put his hand on with the hole through his hand.
Oh, wow.
I can't remember if I saw that movie. I must have. That was the one from the 90s or 89. I guess. Close enough.
When you get a Biollante figure, you usually get this head on him
Yeah.
with the teeth. You never get just the rose head.
Looks like he's a little Predator influenced. Just a few years after that movie.
Got this.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's another hodgepodge with different comics.
Yeah, from Ajax.
It's like a sampler. It's like a
The Iger shop.
Fantastic Fears. I've only seen one of these in my store one time.
Really?
Yeah, the cover looked a lot like this one, the issue that I had.
Wow.
Had something with a crystal ball, I remember.
I could never run a comic store because I don't want to keep everything, at least the old stuff. The 90s stuff, I can take it.
Oh, look, there's your buddy at the bottom there, Gratu.
Oh, shoot. You'll be able to spot his art very well. I don't know. He might be a wonderful gentleman. I don't want to hate a guy just because I don't like his art. It doesn't make him a bad person.
Oh, that's some great covers right there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Cool prizes.
See if we can spot the Tony Tallarico story.
Children's dresses.
I don't see anything bad enough to be Tony Tallarico yet.
Huh. Wow. Huh. Cool stuff.
That's good. Ball looks like the sun.
But he must have bought his A game to that book there.
Yeah, maybe he was okay. I bet the table of
younger.
contents might tell you. Because PS Art Books is a company that would be really big about giving credit to artists.
Don't they have that in the beginning of the book?
Yeah, probably.
Some of those didn't. They didn't sign it. They couldn't tell.
Well, what I mean is the beginning of the actual book, PS Art book would have a table of contents.
Oh, okay.
He looks happy. Oh, wow. Oh,
Fantastic. Fantastic.
cool.
That's a good book.
I remember that.
I guess you would order them through Prescott. That's here in Arizona.
Yeah, I bought that at Lone Star Comics back, I guess, in 1990.
Yeah, I think I've got a copy of that too.
Could we see the Erie Publications print book? Or are you sold out?
Oh yeah, that's in the pile.
Oh, you're going through. Okay,
Oh, look at
never
that
mind.
sign.
I don't want to mess up your
Cool.
flow.
Oh, wait. I can't show these. Hold on.
You can't show them because they're key
No.
issues?
I grabbed the wrong pile. Never mind. I grabbed the wrong pile.
Those are the books you're holding for yourself, as I recall.
Yeah, I was gonna show some other stuff, but I grabbed the wrong ones.
Oh, okay.
Popeye. Popeye has lost some weight there.
It's an art book. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, look at it. It looks like olive oil.
Wow.
Kevin, did you check the status of that tracking number? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it looks like maybe tomorrow.
Okay. Cool.
Wow. Looks like Bluto's been hitting the juice there a little bit in that last page.
Cool. Look at this Kelly Jones. Pretty cool.
Oh my gosh. Imagine if they did a comic that looked like that.
You can see
Look
the
at the
Bernie
Goonies in the background there.
Wrights and inspiration here.
That's cool.
Oh wow! Look at olive oil
Look
there.
at, yeah, Olive looked kind of all right there.
Oh yeah, this one.
That's I know. That's
There's another one, but yeah, I
This
think
is
she
the
looks
one.
pretty good in that one too.
Oh, that one. She looks
Yeah.
like a Spanish girl. Bizarro Popeye. Well, these are
Pretty cool book.
That looks like Basil Wolverton or something. There you go.
Yeah.
Rat Fink style.
John Gura says, imagine Tim Vigil doing Popeye. Who's Tim Vigil? I guess I don't know that name offhand.
He does that really brutal art, real gory.
Oh, is he the guy that did Faust?
Yeah.
Oh, oh shit. Okay. Yeah, I remember those days.
Wow.
So I was watching Comic Tom, and his partner just bought like $500,000 a collection that filled an entire house, and they were kind of shocked when they got to the naughty 1990s comics. Okay, this is the new.
All right.
Is that about the size of a Treasury edition? How big would you say that is? A National Enquirer?
It's like a Treasury but taller.
Okay.
That cover.
It shows you the posters on the back. Oh, they only made 250, huh?
Wow.
How many did you get?
Got 3.
And you've got one saved for me?
If you want one, yeah. I think I'm gonna keep this number for myself.
Yeah, of course. Do you any of you guys want one?
Those are the numbers I have.
It would really look good in your dining room.
How much are those?
These are $59.99.
60
In other words,
bucks. Huh?
Get 13 prints.
Yeah, there you go, Meyer. That's a good one for your kitchen. The eating. He always has covers of people eating, characters
Look at
eating.
each print is numbered to the
Oh,
portfolio.
they're treating it like fine art.
So it's just a book of the covers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that you can
here's
frame.
Okay.
here's all 13 right here. Wait, where's number? Oh, here's number 1.
That's great. Yeah.
Wow. Oh yeah.
Wonder how many times this book will be brought up in divorce court. But Mr. Judge, he put these framed prints. All right, irreconcilable differences. I just can't believe that it's gotten to this point that I've lived to see this stuff become like art. I didn't even used to know the name of this company. My friend Ryan and I just knew we could instantly spot these books, and we would make our own posters. We'd go to Kinko's and blow it up and then put it in, hang it on the wall, we made our own color prints. We laminate it, We were ahead of our time. We were doing that 30 years ago.
Very clever indeed.
Now, are they just, I wonder if they're loose in there or if you have to actually tear them out. They've got to be loose. Yeah, they're going to be loose. Yeah, I didn't realize how many other magazines I'm discovering these other Myron Fast magazines. The last couple of shows I've done that I didn't know were Myron Foss, that were Fast, however you pronounce it, that were science fiction magazines. And he really seemed to put a lot of care into those, and dealing with the old Flash Gordon serials and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like a good bounty of wonderfulness has come into Gotham City Comics in Mesa, Arizona. If you guys want to contact him. Who else hasn't gone yet? Or you got something else to show?
No, that's it.
All right, cool. Well, hang on if you want. Let's see. I'm trying to remember who I haven't gotten to. Have we gotten through everybody?
I think so, yeah, except yourself.
Yeah, that's true. So let me, I just made a mistake. No, I didn't. Hold on a second. Hold on. Okay, let's see. Here's nope. Here's Crew Danger.
Whoa, nice.
And they have the new. You can get a new career fixing those brand new color TVs that the City Slickers have.
Sweet.
Look at this guy. Stop smoking forever.
Yeah,
It would be really cool if when you smoked it really looked like that. I might take up smoking myself if it looked like a ghostly apparition. Let's see. They certainly have their target audience. They figure if you're reading this, you probably have bill problems. You need to. You know who that is? That's Shirley Kilpatrick. You know who that is? The
No, who was it?
Astounding She Monster. She was a British, I
Okay.
guess, burlesque pinup model. Most men object to paying $300 for a hairpiece. That looks like Ralph Nader and Jack Kirby had a baby, which is possible. I heard that on the news that men can have babies. So buy below wholesale. You can get a Jeep for $350 or
Wow.
a human hair wig from probably comes from the. I won't make a joke about from the reservation. Let's see. Oh my good. You didn't see that. I gotta make sure I'm on. Okay, this one's a late period one that's a little more inappropriate. This is speaking of Mad. When I don't know. I may have already shown all this stuff. I have shown it on my show. I don't know who watches my show. This is Harvey Kurtzman after he left Mad. He got this. He got all this money from Hugh Hefner to make a really slick version of Mad. You know, with what was this character's name in Little Abner? He's advertising Breck, but it's like Mad, but a very slick version of Mad. And Hugh Hefner was a big comic art fan, and he, it was just Harvey Kurtzman got sick of how he's being treated by Gaines, so he made his own magazine. It lasted a couple of issues, and then I guess it was losing money, and Hugh Hefner said, "Hey, I love you, but we're just," it may be stuff like, Harvey Kurtzman thinks, it'll be funny if we have a cover like this, but it may not actually sell when you do your little funny cover like this. But it should have been a success. It just wasn't. I mean, it's wonderful looking. But future generations after we're gone, they're going to burn this because that's from Donald Trump. He a bad orange man. All the morons that are coming up now.
You don't see those around very often, though.
I take it back. There's a lot of really smart kids now that it's just that generation in between. So then he went off and did his own magazine called another magazine called Humbug. This one's been eaten partially, and this one's from 1958, and it's still him doing Harvey Kurtzman doing his. There's Stan Freberg, who's one of the greats. Look up Stan Freberg on YouTube and listen to, because he did on record for RCA what Mad did. He was just like, it's like listening to a vintage Mad magazine. He was brilliant. Here's Russian Flash Gordon. It's all what, this is what Mad Magazine would have been if Harvey Kurtzman didn't leave. This is what Mad would have been. Would it have been as successful? Probably, but this is just a little glimpse into if he had stayed in charge, this is what Mad would have been in the late 50s. And in a lot of ways, it's very similar, but as a parody of a Muscle magazine. Very similar to Mad. And then he later, James Warren, he was doing Help for James Warren. And then finally he went back to Hugh Hefner with Little Annie Fanny. Okay, this is the Erie Publications books you were just saying that Kevin was showing. This is the same guy. Publisher Myron Fass. It just doesn't say Erie Publications, but it's all the same people. And this is obviously one of those dozens of magazines that flooded the stands when Star Wars and Battlestar Galactica and all that were on. Except he'd have articles on the classic films too, and I don't really think it was just to fill the pages. This is Jerry Anderson. I think it was because he genuinely loved that stuff. And so some of these magazines you might remember that were actually from that same sleazy company. But Star Warp was a good one. And this Star Warp is where I first saw the Mars Attacks cards. Here they're previewing a new series called Earth Star. Had some comics. I think I left them downstairs. I guess I'll show those in the next round if we do a second round. We're only at an hour. I guess we can stay up a little later. Let's see. What was the order we went through the first time? Let me see. Who went first tonight?
Oh, was it me? I don't know.
That might have been. Well, let's go back to you because you always have great stuff.
All right. Well, thanks. I got Strange Worlds.
Oh,
it's not a key. It's later in the run and stuff.
That's Rom's first appearance. Look at him there.
Those are Rock'em Sock'em Robots, maybe.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
So, and this one's not a key because it's just Kanga and Ann doing their thing, killing the jungle animals. It's what they do.
Kanga.
Always murdering jungle animals.
They've never really done a Jungle Girl movie properly, have they?
Not really, no.
I mean, the way you see it there.
That's a nice cover, man. It's a nice Atlas book.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's cool, Steve. You sent a gold key King Kong to Lead Paint.
Yeah, you're welcome, Lead Paint. My pleasure, brother.
Do you pronounce it Kanga or Kaonga?
I say Kanga, but I'm a hillbilly and I speak hillbilly, so I don't know.
I say Kanga too.
Yeah.
Like kangaroo.
There's number 2. Not number 1. Durango Kid. Here's a number 6.
Have you ever seen a Durango Kid movie?
No, I have not.
Because all these Western stars that the Statler brothers sang about in that Whatever Happened to Randolph Scott song, I've always kind of wondered what they're like.
I've seen my share of Randolph Scott movies, but I don't remember the Durango Kid. Now, there's a lot of them that they show on MeTV and stuff, but he is not one of them. So,
oh, Gotham has an appointment. I hope it's with the famous monsters guy. See you, Kevin. There's a guy that has
Kevin, take care, buddy.
Monsters.
Take care, Kevin.
Yeah, bye. Yeah, there's a guy. There's a bunch of famous monsters, and he's trying to meet up with them to get them.
Yeah, that's a nice cover.
Sid Shores.
Nice.
I'll show one more, and I think you got this one recently, didn't you, Gratu?
No, oh, that's beautiful. No, but I got another one with that same pirate woman character.
Yeah. What was her name? Singapore Sal. Yeah, there she is.
That's a great cover. What issue number is that?
Number 60.
Yeah.
She was in about 4 issues of Don Winslow. So
She'd be a good character to bring back. That's all you got?
It really would. Yeah, that's all I got right now.
Okay.
I didn't pull much out. Sorry.
All right. No, that's okay. Let's see. Who will go next? We're kind of short tonight.
I can go.
I think Captain Strangelove was the next person that went.
Yes, I believe that's the order we took. Thanks, Meyer.
Okay. I can't hear myself. I don't. That's weird.
We can hear you.
Okay. Well, I got the modern version of the sea monkeys.
All right.
2012. Then down here, I found my giant ant farm that I bought this at Toys R Us. I think around 1971 or something.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
These aren't the ones you got in the mail. I showed the ones you got in the mail in the last episode. The small ones.
So you just go to Kmart and get that, pick that up.
I got this at Toys R Us. I think I might have.
Okay.
I don't know. There might be a price tag. Yeah, there is. What did I pay for that? $5.84.
Yeah, Toys R Us didn't get to Texas until the late 70s. It must have started up in the north.
Was the ants included, Captain?
No, you got a stock certificate.
Oh, okay.
And this was in either 70 or 71 when I bought. Is this the receipt? No.
That would be cool.
1970 I bought this. 1970.
Wow.
And it's kind of scratched up. I don't know what happened there.
Oh, it looks nice.
Uh-oh.
Oh, now it is.
Yeah. Holy shit. Well, this just fell out of there. Oh.
Wow.
It's got the bag of sand. I never even used this. This is when I was really into the chemistry sets, and I had a microscope from Skill, and Skill had all those chemistry sets and stuff.
You had to Xerox that certificate to get the ants and send it off and see what happens.
Yeah, I should do that. But I thought these were just cool items to have, and this is just gigantic. This thing, man.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah.
I wish I could had a bigger house. When I get a bigger house, it's all going to be on display.
Oh, there's Micah. Hey, Micah.
Oh, Micah's in. Is he in?
And there's Eric. Eric showed up
Sorry,
too.
let me get the comments.
How you doing, Micah?
Hope you're doing good, buddy.
Let's see. Oh, he's trying the link and he can't get in? Is that what's going on?
He sent the link to Eric.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I wasn't reading the
He's
comments.
trying to help out, he said.
Okay, thank you.
I just got this in the mail today.
Oh, wow.
Archie's joke book. It's from 1961, I believe. Number 58.
I seen that one you showed on Instagram when Archie was the artist. I'd never seen.
Oh, yeah?
I wonder, do I have that one? Have you ever seen me show that? Because I don't know if I have it or not.
This one here?
I don't think I have that.
That's a good one, yeah.
I've got one where he's coming out of a James Bond movie, I think is the one I've got.
So
That's a great cover.
it's a pretty
In fact,
nice
it would be great to blow up the movie poster and make your own little mini poster.
Yeah, it's I only paid $20 for this. I mean, not bad price. It's the back of the cover.
Hey, was there that address on the certificate for the ants? Was it a physical address or was it a PO box?
For the ant thing?
Yeah.
I'd have to check again.
Because if someone wanted to have an idea for creating content, as the idiots say on YouTube, you could go, like, imagine if you showed up at that address and knocked on the door asking for ants. You know, if you actually went to the buildings where these things were actually sent from, or find, I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't be that interesting. But I'd watch it. Oh, he says he may have to stop working and come in. Jackson wants him. That didn't sound right. Hope everything is going well, Graphic Man. Yeah, it's great to see Micah in the
Yeah,
Chats, yeah.
absolutely. There's some of the ads inside this book.
Wow.
I think it's 1961. Let me be sure.
Did you get that from Lone Star?
No, some other guy on eBay. He wanted 30 for it. I put an offer for 20, and he took it.
It's a nice
there's a
looking
Chicago
book.
convention this weekend. Is that why he's working harder?
Yeah, I'm going to that convention on Saturday with Leo from Time Travel Comics.
You're going to film it, I assume?
Pardon me?
Are you going to film it?
I'm going to do some clips. Yeah, so is he.
All right.
And we'll see what happens there.
I like watching those when people are going around the conventions looking at stuff, but I've tried it myself and I'm terrible at it. There's other people that are way better at that than me.
I don't know if I ever showed this. I probably showed it someone.
Wow.
This is a half sheet.
Nice.
Kuraku. 1956.
I like that.
Beast of the Amazon. That'd be nice to go. Something like this would be nice for Jambo.
Yeah, I like that.
Jungle Comics, man. I'm surprised you don't have a jungle movie poster.
I don't really. I've got the Sheena, and that's about it, I guess. I think I've got a poster of an old Jungle Pulp.
There's a movie that's not anywhere close to as good as the poster is Luana. It has two different Frazetta posters.
Oh, really?
And one of them was reused as a Vampirella cover, I believe. Let's see if I can't pull that up. Because now
there's a few of them that I wouldn't mind having. There was one that had.
Here's a lobby card.
Oh, what's her name? The Jungle Princess. Let me see.
That was the first one from the movie.
Dorothy Lamour.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's an old school one.
Here's a lobby card. This is number 8 from.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's number 2.
Huh.
Number 3. I got the full set of 8. They usually almost always came with a set of 8.
Wow.
Number 4. Number 5.
Have you seen the movie? I've never seen the movie. It just looks cool on the poster.
I haven't. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those cheesy, low budget films, I think. But it was interesting.
It's really a monster. It doesn't turn out to be something natural, right?
No, it is a monster.
Excellent.
Here's number 6.
Both you guys have got really good collections of movie posters and lobby cards and stuff. I don't have that many.
Pretty big collection there. Oh,
well, that's why I don't have as many comics as you guys.
Well, those are just as cool, really, in some way,
Sexy.
Yeah.
The girls, not the guy. Anyway, yeah, that was an actual monster. Here you can actually see it a little bit more.
Upside down?
Yeah, there you go.
Shit.
No, it's
I like that creature. I wonder if it ever shows him up close or anything.
Yes, I don't know. That's about what I don't have too much, It's about all what I got right now. I don't have too much. Most of this other stuff, what I got here, I already showed, I think.
Yeah. So did you were showing some of the comics you're giving away? Did you? You're
Yeah.
Also toys, right?
Yeah, I got a lot of action figures I want to be giving away too. I
The
do have
comics
some,
look like if I was to win, I'd want to be one of the comic people more than some of the toys.
yeah, this is another one that I'm giving away, the Machine Man.
Oh yeah. That's a great one.
That'll be in with the pile. I'll probably make 2 separate piles. And then there I got some crime comics from Lev Gleason.
You're giving that away?
No, not this one.
Okay.
Not these. All the other ones that I showed I am.
Yeah. And that's the 27th, you said?
On the 27th of this month, 6 o'clock on Sunday.
6 Central time.
6 Central on Sunday the 27th.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good looking cover. Look at his face.
Yeah, he's
It's all messed up.
He got hit with a pipe, and and he's got blood coming out of there. Charles Biro
had to go. He said something going on with his cat. I hope he updates us.
Who was that? Meyer Green?
Charlton disappeared. He said something's going on with his cat.
Oh,
that scares me.
Oh.
And here's crime. Crime does not pay. What was it? The 51 from 1947.
Oh,
wow.
What does that say at the bottom there? Next to the girl. The magazine with the widest
range of appeal.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, right next
that on the Erie Publications covers.
Okay, here's what from 1948, number 62.
Oh wow, got her tied up.
Yeah, it's kind of a bondage cover, But bad girl cover. And the last one, what I got here is from 1954, number 134.
Wow.
Oh man.
I thought she was sitting on the table there for a minute. It looks kind of weird, like she's got her dress on or something.
I just happened to see these there.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Did I ever show this? Flash Gordon, I got this.
I think you did. Yeah, that's a good record.
I got this from Leo. It's from 1979.
Is it the radio show? I can't remember.
The Hairy Giants. Classics from the golden age of comics. The stories that come alive. I'm not sure. No, I think it was done specifically for this record.
I have that record. I got it when I was a kid, but I just
don't
remember. I'm thinking if it was original performances, I would have remembered. I think it's episodes of the radio show.
Produced by Ralph Stein. Full drama.
There is a really good record that has Buster Crabbe.
I'd have to read this here, so I don't know.
Oh, I was trying to share a screen to show that Luana poster, but I just remembered I could use my phone here.
Well, this is actually considered a children's record,
Yeah. It was sold in the children's section.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Thank you, lead paint.
Luana, let me give myself full screen for a second. Has a poster that looks like this with Frazetta art. And it's also got a one sheet version like that. And I think
Okay.
I think what it was some weird deal where it was I think what it was a German movie, and I think they hired, forget who they hired, to write a paperback novelization of the German movie, and they sent him the movie but not the script, and he couldn't understand it, so he wrote a whole different script. I've forgotten. You could look it up on Wikipedia. Anyway, it showed up in the United States, and this is the poster I have. So
Right.
This would look.
They did use that in a Vampirella.
Yeah,
well, that's where they got
I think
that from.
they had the Luana character in Vampirella. But anyway, the movie is, I'm pretty sure, on YouTube. You can watch it. But the poster is it's great. Michael Taylor says, "Where is everybody?" Well, I don't know.
Hey, you know what a good app is? I was talking to Horror Mike the other day on the phone, and I was telling him about an app that you can get called Halloween Plus. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
It has all the classic old movies, a lot of Bela Lugosi movies. It's all horror.
You guys have seen this one, right?
Yeah.
I was looking on eBay, I think, the other day, and there was a movie poster of this, and it was going for an outrageous amount of money is what they were asking for it. I don't know what they got out of it, but I guess because it was so provocative and she was like partially nude and stuff, I guess is what the deal was.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a crazy price they were getting on that.
I was going to say that Halloween Plus app is free and there's no commercials.
It's on Roku.
I probably could be on Roku, but I have it on my Amazon Fire Stick. But it's probably available, on.
Yeah.
But no commercials.
Yeah, it's probably all public domain movies.
Yeah.
That was from the Jungle Princess with.
Oh, that's nice.
Dorothy Lamour. I think this is one of those penny.
What they call machines?
Yeah, where you put the penny in and get the picture.
Right, like at the fair.
Yeah,
those are nice. I like those.
So, I'm sure it's like a simulated autograph. I think.
Yeah, usually, yeah, that's what they were.
But yeah, I didn't have anything else. I was just showing
that. Did that say Dottie Lamour or Dorothy Lamour?
It said Dottie. I don't know if that was her real name or just a nickname that she signed.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, it must be a nickname. Yeah, I guess Dottie's a nickname for Dorothy. It's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
Yeah, she's a pretty lady.
Yeah,
she looks a little bit like Lana Turner right there.
Yeah, had that heavy makeup and those kind of sleepy eyes, I guess.
Yeah. Yes. Boy, those actresses back then, nothing compared to what is out here today. It's just, today these actresses can't compare.
I can't think of any actresses today, or hardly any male star. I can't think of stars today. I'd really like, who is there today?
It's almost like there aren't any more Hollywood
really big stars. Yeah,
right.
No, out of all the Marvel movies, I think that the Chris Hemsworth guy was probably the best they could have picked for a Thor character, but they did some of the movies so terrible, and I think he's kind of got disgusted with them there at the end.
Yeah, he's pissed because it's like, why did you do this to me?
They just mutilated the character and stuff. It could have been a great series of movies, but yeah, they just kind of. But he was the perfect guy for that role. I don't think they could have got nobody any better. But yeah, stars that is out right now. I really, nobody really.
Risa says, "Are we enjoying the Hollywood strike?" I am.
I didn't even know they'd strike.
No one even notices that there's a strike.
I didn't know it.
A lot of the. I was reading about AI, and they're using that to, to write scripts now. Some of those scripts might be better than what these writers can.
Yeah.
produce.
I heard they're selling Disney, so maybe somebody decent to get a hold of it and bring it back to its former glory. Maybe, I don't know.
Disney might be
Well,
going up for sale.
Well,
That's
they're
what I've
thinking
heard.
that they
Yeah,
might sell it to Apple or parts of it or something. They've
Oh,
completely
Lord.
run Disney into the ground. There's nothing I mean, it used to be when a Disney movie came out, it was a big event. Nobody cares now. There's a Haunted Mansion movie coming out this week, or maybe it's been out. It's coming out here this week, and I I love the Haunted Mansion, but I don't care about a movie from
maybe
these.
if Elon Musk or somebody like that buys it, they might put some of the right people in place that would do
Um,
something. I don't know.
the last Guardians of the Galaxy movie was pretty good, but it was
It was okay. I didn't like what they did with the High Evolutionary, but the movie
that
was
wasn't as bad as what they did to Adam Warlock, but
right.
um,
I haven't seen that
if you
movie
just
yet.
look at it like you'd have never heard of the High Evolutionary or Adam Warlock, like a normal person that doesn't know these characters. I think an average person that's never would wonder why Warlock was even in the movie. He was in there only because James Gunn wanted Warlock in the movie. They could have,
Yeah.
it would have been perfectly fine without that character, and they didn't do him any service. It was, but it's compared to other Disney movies. I had fun watching it.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was like a '60s movie, like like Fantastic Voyage, where they're in a living space inside a living
That was
organism.
that part was cool. Me and the wife went and seen it, and I enjoyed it when we went to the theater and seen it. So I can't complain about it. But some of the other ones I felt kind of shortchanged and stuff after I left the theater.
I haven't been in the movie theater now in I don't know, 3.5 years, 4 years.
And
one of them was
the last movie. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
One of them was at Love and Thunder. So we went and seen that because I like Thor is my favorite character of Marvel, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought, well, maybe it won't be quite as bad as what they say, but yeah, it was. It was pretty terrible.
Because I liked the one before and it was the same director.
The Ragnarok. I liked it.
I really enjoyed it.
It had a lot of comedy in it. And they may have went a bit overboard with the comedy and stuff, but I still enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But I don't know what happened to him. He just kind of
directors was just completely lost his mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we lost Steve, and Eric's still working, I'm guessing.
Yeah, let's see what people are saying.
But we did get to see Mike on here. He made a
that's cool. So we know he's watching. I was wondering if he was watching last week, and Mike, are you feeling better? Or if you're watching, I don't know. Let us know. Let's see. I'll show you a couple things here. There's Del John Carter.
That's a great one. Yeah.
I love the frog. Looks like that meme, that Pepe the Frog. I was actually they're one of the people that I sometimes watch on YouTube was like, I don't know if it was this issue. This is a key issue because it's the first appearance of Deja Thoris, because they got they like these modern Deja Thoris books with the strippers on the cover. So they think, well, this is her first appearance. It's
a key.
Yeah. So maybe I'm actually breaking the rule and showing a key. Or is this, there's this, trying to remember which one's for. Actually, the first one would be the one. Actually, this is not, neither one of these is the first one. The first one shows him in battle at the beginning, like on Earth.
Who does that artwork there? Do you know? On the cover?
This is
Tony
guy that later did
Tallarico.
Tarzan, was it Jesse Marsh? Is that his name? He was the Tarzan artist for a while. I was talking about that with Meyer the other day. I think I'm right. But anyway, it's these Dell books updated it where he's like a modern soldier instead of a Civil War soldier. In the first, this is actually from the second book. These plant creatures, the plant men, that was in the Gods of Mars. So anyway, what else?
Graphic Man says, I've enjoyed this show and that John Carter looks great.
Okay, I'm not looking at the chat. Let's see. Yeah, there he is. I enjoyed the show and that John Carter looks great. Excellent. Thank you.
Did you guys see the John Carter movie?
Yes, I enjoyed it.
I didn't see it.
I liked it too.
They tried to adapt too much. They went too far into the second book.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would have. There's some things I would have tweaked.
Yeah.
There should have been a moment. The scene where Luke Skywalker is looking up at the twin suns and the music swells.
Yeah.
There should have been a scene like that where John Carter on Earth is looking up at the night sky and, putting his arms up, and then, his grand nephew, Edgar Rice Burroughs, goes out and finds him on the ground and because he's been sucked back up. There should have been.
Well, a lot of these
directors, if they had an actor what I would have done, I would have put Clint Eastwood's son in that movie, and I could have made that. And I would have said where in the commercials, I would have said the movie it influenced Star Wars. I mean, the book from the books that influenced Star Wars. Instead, they just put these commercials on, and every normal person watched it and thought, "Oh, this is a ripoff of Star Wars. Look, that's a ripoff of that arena scene and blah blah episode 2 or whatever." And it's like, no, this is where it all comes from.
That's where it came from, right?
But they should have. The actor was okay, but they needed someone more like a young Clint Eastwood, and Clint Eastwood's son looks just like him. And if I was in Hollywood, I'd make a spaghetti western widescreen movie. I'd exploit the heck out of his son looking like Clint Eastwood. It's just like, why aren't you doing that? Why? I don't get it.
Yeah, if you see pictures of him and pictures of Clint when he's young, he's a dead ringer. I mean, for his dad.
It's like it makes perfect sense, but it's toxic masculinity. You don't want that. So John Carter should have been it could have been great, but it was good. It just was. People just thought, that's a Star Wars ripoff.
Yeah.
People
I don't know.
You can't blame them because it had a bad marketing campaign. They didn't know how to advertise.
That was it. The marketing campaign was bad because, I mean, like you said, it was some of the original material that they drew from for Star Wars and everything after it. So
Deja Thoris should have at least been kind of the way that Carrie Fisher was in Return of the Jedi, when she was a slave to Jabba. She should have been dressed like that. I mean, the books do describe everyone as being naked. I realize that, and they can't do that. But that's not what Edgar Rice Burroughs, I think, really meant. Because if you think of the way the language was used 100 or more than 100 years ago, they called the Native Americans, the Indians, naked savages, and they weren't naked. I mean, they were covered, but to someone in that time period where people covered every inch of their flesh, in the pre-Victorian era, that would be considered naked. And that's what he was meaning. But I would have had an actress that had more charisma than the lady that played her because I don't really even remember her, and I think she was beautiful as I recall, but
She was a nice looking lady, but yeah,
this wasn't to me.
she wasn't well known
the
enough.
main
I guess
stars didn't have star appeal. It's just something that you need to really get a movie across, especially starting a new movie. The movie The Rocketeer, the guy that played the Rocketeer, I don't know if he's been in any movies since then. He was perfectly okay, but I don't remember him. And the lady they had, Jennifer Connelly, didn't look like Betty Page. You know, they could have gotten some that looked like Betty Page. I don't think there would have been a lawsuit from Betty Page, who was still alive then. I mean, just cut her hair at least that way.
Yeah, could have done her hair like that.
But I'm not knocking that movie, but
I enjoyed that movie too.
Yeah, I like the movie. I like it. You know, a lot of these directors and writers in Hollywood, they don't pay enough attention to the character and the history of the character. And
I mean, it's another movie
they want to do their own thing with this.
I think that the people that made The Rocketeer and John Carter paid attention to
they did. They did. Yeah.
But a lot of them don't. You're right. You're absolutely right. They don't care. Let's see. Is this the one you were just showing? Actually, I think it was. Hold on. I think this is the one that Hans and Oh, okay. Let me go to. I know where to go. I want to see that book. I was about to show something. But I'll go to you.
He's running over the Chinese.
Oh, that's great.
It's a Lee Elias. Yeah, they're shooting.
It's a Harvey comic. I have that
running over top of them.
Run. Pardon me?
They're shooting them and running over top of them also. So
that's hilarious. That's Harvey.
Yeah.
Well, the Crypt Keeper of Castle Hills saw that. What was it called last week? Dwellings. The new comic looks like Harvey. That's kind of adult.
Yeah.
He found it at his comic store and bought 4 separate covers because he saw it here on this show. But that's a book I definitely want to get.
Pony Bill.
Yeah, those were beautiful.
Yeah, those painted covers were awesome. I just grabbed some more stuff out. I was pulling some stuff out of this box here next to me, but let's see. Mike, if you're still here, I know you like Daniel Boone, so.
I thought he was friendly with Indians.
Yeah, not so much with those.
Not with this guy.
No, I think they had a hard time with them at Boonesboro for a while there.
Oh, okay.
They tried Native Americans tried to starve them out and everything, and yeah, they had a really hard time there at Fort Boonesboro.
I think I probably asked you this 5 times before, but how close are you to all that area?
I am actually probably about 4 miles maybe from the actual fort where it was, so pretty close.
Mike is asking how your Lost in Space run is coming along.
To tell you the truth, I need to make a list of the ones I'm still missing. I think I'm getting fairly close. I'm probably about 3/4 of the way finished with it, but I need to get a list and get the ones I'm missing so I can kind of fill in the gaps and stuff.
You pretty much have to do that mail order, right? Because
probably
out in the wild, you're never going
to
you
look at them
or not, because all the covers are so beautiful you can't tell one from the other.
When you find them, when I find them, I never have my list with me, and I'm not sure if I have it already or not. So, and then sometimes I buy it and then I bring it home. I do have it already, so yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Tim Holt's another actor that I don't think I've seen movies of.
Well, see, he was already gone when they were making these comics and stuff. I think he was already dead, I believe.
Yeah, but I think what was happening in the early days of TV, all these old movies were showing up on television, and the kids didn't know it was set in the West, and it's a black and white TV. You can't tell a 1935 movie from something from the early 50s in those circumstances.
So messed up sensation.
Look at that.
Big chunk out.
Yeah, that's nice.
You ought to get that one graded.
I could get a green.
Oh,
Nice
I heard
green,
something today that was really, this guy was, this comic guy on YouTube was talking about going to a convention, and he says if you see a key issue, if you see something from the golden or the silver age and it's not slabbed, you have to wonder, there must be something wrong with that comic. It must be damaged.
You gotta be kidding me.
Automatically assuming that it's a damaged book, or of course they would have sent it to CGC. That's the attitude of these people under 30. There's
nothing wrong with this book. It's just not a key or anything, and I don't care about slabbing it.
Well, then you can't look inside the thing.
Right.
So, well, all the comics are online. I don't know where to find that particular
And
comic
see,
online.
if you couldn't open this one up, say, take this one for instance. If you couldn't open it up, you wouldn't know that it has Dick Ayer's Ghost Rider story in it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they'd be missing all that. And, yeah, a lot of them are looking for Ghost Rider, and they wouldn't even know it was in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whole different world right now.
Let's see, this has Harvey Kurtzman and Frank Frazetta in it.
Yeah, those are great.
It's like practically an EC comic.
And it's John Wayne, too, so there you go.
This is a great one. It's got some heavy damage to the back, but the cover is so wonderful. I mean, there's about 4 or 5 pages that are just completely ripped off. Oh, well.
That cover makes up for it, though.
Yeah. Isn't this the book you guys were just talking about that was on the cover of
Strange? Yeah, I had that one earlier.
That's the one I got. What?
You brained me.
Yeah, sort of.
What issue was that? I have that.
It's 161.
Yeah, that's a great cover.
Some kid sold it for 40 cents. He made a lot of money back at some garage sale back in probably the late 60s. So you can tell it's a kid because the cent mark is backwards. But I like this kid drinking the water.
It's all ice.
This is this is the existential threat to our democracy, climate change. With all the stuff going on about, now they came out with more records that show that Biden and his son have taken in not just 10 million, but 20, 30 million. It's ridiculous. They've taken in probably hundreds of millions, but it's like, 30 million. What did it cost to make the Barbie movie? Probably 200 million. They're just, it's just pocket change for them. But so he goes, with all that going on, he goes on today and does an interview with the Weather Channel to talk about climate change. And in the middle of the interview, I haven't seen this, but I heard he did it. He reaches over, there's a bug on the breast of the lady interviewing him, and he brushes her breast in the middle of the interview. It's like you couldn't write a movie like this.
I don't think he can help himself. He just does that stuff.
Huh?
I don't think he can help himself. He just does that weird stuff like that.
Well, I imagine if someone has a bug on them, I guess, but
yeah, but not there. Yeah, you just tell them then.
Yeah, you just
if you're on TV, you know.
You just mention it to the person. You don't, touch them in an area that you're not supposed to.
Let me squish this for you. Yeah.
Oh man.
At least he didn't sniffer.
Like a whole bunch of Man from U.N.C.L.E., a whole stack of spy comics without covers. Some Man from U.N.C.L.E. Let's see. 1, 2, 3 Man from U.N.C.L.E., 4 Man from U.N.C.L.E.s, 5 Man from U.N.C.L.E.s. It's this Harvey. Who did the Shadow? Was it Harvey?
Shadow.
They did this superhero Harvey. I might have this issue.
Yeah, I think they did for a while.
Then a Honey West.
Oh yeah.
So I'll send these off to CGC.
Yeah. You know what? Those read just as good as any of the rest of them.
These people, I just watch them. They're so upset. Like, what if it comes back 9.6? Not 9.8. And I guess there's a difference of.
Well, there's a big price difference, but I mean,
dollars between a 9.6 and a 9.8.
I think if you're in it
in my life,
you're in it for the wrong reason. If you're worried about that, I think.
Yeah, it's kind of sad, that the hobby.
You're not enjoying the comics; you're just enjoying.
Well,
the potential profit
it's like
that you can make.
People that go out and hunt, and they're like, I have 12 points on the deer antlers, and that's fine. But did you eat the deer meat, or did you just kill it just for its antlers? Its horns, whatever. Touching anyone anywhere is kind of taking liberties. I generally don't like touchy effers. Oh my gosh, you refer to the president of the United States as an effer? What kind of communist are you? Oh, well, just 3 of us.
Then there were 3.
How pathetic. Everyone wants Micah to come back because people stay away from me. Bring on the others.
No, everybody just misses Micah. They'd miss you too if you weren't there. So I'm glad you're here. I got this. I was pretty happy to get this thing
I saw that on your show. Or should I say your content? What? I'm not going to ask you what you paid for that. Night Tiger always asks, what did you pay for that? Where did you get that? But
I got a pretty good deal on it. I think I gave $150, $150 or something for it. So
it's just like, I don't ask questions like that because people's wives might be watching. But that cover, that's fantastic. I wouldn't have thought that you could get that for under $1,000.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised. I think the guy who had it, he's not one of these big people on eBay. He was kind of flying under the radar.
Yeah,
he only had like maybe 10 or 12 books.
Who's the the cover artist?
Cole, LB Cole.
LB Cole, okay.
Yeah. Wow. And these had JoJo from Fox Publications and Rula and stuff like that in them. So they were good for those. I mean, I guess at the time Fox had already folded and their content was like public domain, so anybody could get it and print it. I guess Victor Fox had already sold it or got rid of all these rights to the mafia.
There sure were a lot of orphans left in the jungle back then.
Right.
When that really happened in real life, when babies were left out there and raised by wolves or whatever, they never became like heroic characters. They walked around on all fours and barked and pooped everywhere. They stayed their whole lives. Horrible monstrosities. Someone ought to make a Tarzan movie where he just poops everywhere and throws poop at people.
Yeah, she's actually got a coconut bra.
Looks like it, right?
Yeah, she's got half a coconut on each one.
She's one of the only ones that doesn't have some kind of giant cat fur. That's supposed to be giraffe skin that she made her costume out of there. So... yeah, she was Rula crashed in the jungle from a plane crash, and she was kind of
was she a baby? Was she an adult when she crashed?
Yeah, she was an adult.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes more sense.
Yeah. Unlike Sheena and all the rest of them, they were usually children or something. I didn't have anything else, man. I was just kind of grabbing some stuff around me here.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing too.
In desperation. Here's another one of those Myron Fass books. Let's see if this is the one I was talking about. Oh yeah, this is the okay. So Myron Fass, who normally did all those covers with the monsters ripping each other apart.
Oh wow.
Does this, space magazine to cash in on all the space movies in the late 70s. But he gives you Wonder Woman, but he also is reminding you of the stuff that was popular when he was a kid. And
hey, it's the Rocketeer.
Yeah, was
this book. It teaches kids about EC.
Wow.
There's Star Hunters. That was a great comic. He's showing Orloff and Logan's Run down there. Buck Rogers, he's teaching kids about the past, and you can tell he loves that stuff. And but somewhere in here, it shows the Fleischer Superman. For several issues in a row, he shows Mars Attacks cards, and that's how I first knew these even existed. And yeah, this is there was another issue I showed. This is the second issue where he's reprinting Mars Attacks cards, and so he's teaching the kids of the late 70s. He's got stuff on Superman. So Myron Fass, for whatever, he's got these. He's got some comics in the front, science fiction comics. So he wasn't just the guy that made the horrific horror magazines. He seemed to really love science fiction. Let's see what people are saying here.
Yeah,
do you have Terrors from the Jungle 4, the one with the dinosaur holding the girl coal cover, says Lead Paint.
I don't have that one, Lead Paint, but yeah, I'd like to have more of those. I think I've only got like 4 issues of it. Terrors of the Jungle, but
how many boxes of Jungle comics do you think you have, or what do you think?
Golden Age Jungle books, I probably have 5, maybe 6 now. I think 6 boxes.
6 short boxes?
Yeah, they're magazine type boxes. So I've got of just Jungle books, probably about 6 magazine size boxes of them.
Yeah, because the Golden Age books, you kind of need that extra space.
Yeah, I like stick them in the magazines size
3
boxes.
times as many as I do.
I'm sorry?
3 times as many as I do.
Oh, yeah, well, they're not all in great shape. I mean, I'm sure yours would probably look a whole lot better than some of mine do.
I got a lot of them that aren't in that big of a shape. I showed this already before.
But back when I was getting a lot of mine, I mean, you could get them for like, $10-20, back in the late 80s and early 90s. Nobody was looking for fiction house stuff.
Yeah, right.
And so I was buying a lot of it back then and lucked into some of it. I'm sorry, Captain. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to show this here. I love this cover. I showed it a couple of times already, but
oh yeah, Zatanna.
Zatanna. So there's a movie coming.
Oh really?
I think so.
I didn't know that.
I haven't heard of that.
Only a matter of time.
Surprised with James Gunn. I would not be surprised.
Only a matter of time. Just a beautiful. I just love this cover. Mike Sikowski.
Yeah, I like that.
He was a great artist too, Mike Sikowski, but he had alcohol problems, and he was a diabetic on top of it, and he was an alcoholic.
Yeah, a lot of those guys had problems and stuff. I don't know if it's just part of being an artist or something, and then they weren't getting paid a lot of money back then either. So
sometimes they didn't get paid at all.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't really have it that much right now. That much more.
Yeah, they were probably scraping to get by and kind of depressed about the way life had treated them and stuff. So
yeah,
I guess a lot of them were having problems. Look at Wally Wood, what a great artist, and
Yeah.
he had a troubled, life.
Jack Cole too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Committed suicide.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
How did Jack Cole? What happened to him?
He shot himself, right?
Oh, Jack
Shot
Cole.
himself with a
Sorry, I
rifle.
thought you were talking about LB Cole.
No,
I
not
know
LB
Jack Cole
Cole.
did that. Yeah.
Jack Cole. Yeah.
Yeah, Jack Cole. Well, he stopped working for comics and started working for Playboy, like
Right.
Kurtzman and Elder. Yeah. Well, Wally Wood. I mean, a lot of these guys were World War II veterans and saw horrific things. And I think Wally Wood's health was failing and probably his eyesight, and that's the only way he could make money. He's probably a severe alcoholic too. And
Hey, my wife brought this back from Wisconsin. Point root beer. They're noted for making Point beer, but I didn't know they made a root beer.
Premium root beer.
Yeah. That was pretty
so
cool.
what's the deal on this convention this weekend in Chicago?
Yeah, we're going. It starts actually tomorrow, but Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Leo and I are going on Saturday morning.
What's it called, Captain? Do you know?
The Fan Expo. It used to be called Chicago Comic Con, Wizard World, and
That's a major convention.
Expo.
Yeah, that was one of the big ones in the whole country at one time. The one in Chicago.
Yeah.
I made it up there a few times, and
we got two conventions here now: C2E2 at McCormick Place, and then we got out here, right here where I live, Rosemont. We got the Fan Expo.
Yeah, is that out next to O'Hara?
Yeah, it's pretty close to O'Hara. Not far from there.
So that's where it used to be, I think, when I was going up there quite a few years ago.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens over there. I don't like to go to these big conventions, but Leo's, getting the tickets, and I don't. So I'll go. I like the smaller conventions. These large conventions have so much Hollywood in them that I just tend to stay away from it.
Well, I liked the video you did where you guys went to that Pulp Con.
Oh, that was nice. Yeah.
Yeah, they had a lot of great stuff there. They had great comics as well as some of those pulps, man. They were fantastic looking.
Yeah, the Windy City Pulp and Paper Convention.
Jimmy Steranko was there too, right?
Right. Jim Steranko was right there. And Larry Sherritt, who was part of one of the original guys that started the Chicago Comic Con, who's a friend of mine.
So yeah, he's a hoot sometimes if you catch him in the right mood. Steranko.
Yeah.
And you get to talk to him. Yeah, he's a hoot to talk to. And then sometimes I think he's having a bad day. I've seen him where he wasn't too much fun. He just was all business and do his thing. But almost every time, I think I only seen him in an ill mood once. But he's a lot of fun.
Yeah, he's willing to talk.
Yeah, he's real chatty.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Always likes talking about his days as a magician.
Yeah,
he does. He was doing that. And he did everything right.
Oh yeah,
I was with the Foreign Legion. Yeah, he's something else.
It kind of reminds me of that guy from was it a Twilight Zone episode that was Hocus Pocus Frisbee?
Yeah.
He was always bragging about, I was a World Series baseball player, and then they'd start talking about something else, and he was, I was one of the big guys that started that, And,
something Frisbee is what they called me.
I was the first man that landed on the moon, but we couldn't tell anybody, Moon Rider Frisbee, they called me.
Yeah.
Then he ends up for real having an encounter with these aliens and a UFO, and he goes and tells them nobody believes him.
Yeah, I always enjoyed that episode. It was a good one.
What has Steranko been doing for the last 30 years? I mean, I pretty much know he stopped comics, but he designed Foom for a few issues. Then he did media scene preview. That takes me up to the early 80s. He did pre-production paintings for Raiders of the Lost Ark. And so
I had a Airboy cover here somewhere that he did. It was a pencil type cover he drew of Airboy. It was about 3 or 4 years ago, maybe. And it was awesome. He did a really good job on it. I was kind of impressed that he still had that much skill, being, getting older and stuff.
yeah.
But it was kind of like a throwback to the Detective 31 with the castle in the background and stuff. But it was Airboy. Give me 1 second. I think I might have it over here.
I'm looking them up on the internet to see, because I'm curious. There's several decades I just don't know what he did, unless he was working for Hollywood. Franco, whose first band in 1956 was called the Lancers, did not perform under his own name. Oh, he claims that he invented Go-Go Girls too. I forgot about that. He also claims to put the first Go-Go Girls on stage. He played in a lot of the same venues as Bill Haley and the Comets. Early art career, okay. Silver Age.
It's pretty nice. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should be giving you the big.
Well, that's all right.
No, people can't see that. I'm sorry. I was looking at my. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's
the girl kind of looks like a old time TV or movie star, Lauren Bacall or something like that.
Yeah, I was just gonna say she looks a little bit like Lauren Bacall.
Yeah,
but I mean, yeah, it was good artwork for.
Darn straight. That's just a sketch or a print or what?
Well, I called it a sketch cover, but
yeah, it
looked like he did it in pencil or something. But I just thought it was pretty cool with the castle in the background. It kind of reminded me of the Detective 31.
Okay, so he did production designs for designed the character of Indiana Jones. Then he worked on Francis Ford Coppola's Bram Stoker's Dracula in 1992.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Wrote the episode The Ties That Bind of the DC Comics animated TV series Justice League Unlimited. But yeah, that's only shows me two things he did in all the 1990s. He had to be doing something else. Then in 2003, Steranko was interviewed by the History Channel for the documentary Comic Book Superheroes Unmasked. And then it just says he has amassed an enormous portfolio of more than 60 projects, which he called the Theater of Concepts, designed to be seen in multimedia form. Yeah, I don't really see anything he's done since like 9/11, except for one thing, being interviewed in a movie documentary.
Yeah, well, he didn't do the insides to this, so.
Oh, Higgy Pop's watching. Higgy Pop, you ought to come on.
This is
be a 4-color fossil
from 2019. So,
who published it?
Back cover. Let me see.
If anybody else wants to come on, there's a link in the chat. If you want to keep the show going, we'll have to have some new blood. Let's see. Jackson Roy Kirk says,
yeah, all I got is this old blood.
That History Channel doc on DVD. Yeah. Lead Paint says, hey, Higgy.
It's Alive is what it's called.
Have any of you guys ever seen any of the Pat Boyette movies that he did, that he directed, produced? Pat Boyette, the artist, longtime artist over at Charlton.
Can you
I
think
wasn't
of a
even
title?
aware that he made movies. You know.
I'd have to know a movie title. I don't.
Dungeons of Harrow, also known as Dungeons of Horror. He did that.
Were these straight to video kind of things?
No, it was actually in a theater. It was 1964, I think that movie came out.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't think I've heard of that.
Yeah, and he did some other ones. It's on. Oh, where did I see it? I was watching some of it and I didn't finish it. I think on Halloween It could have been on Halloween Plus app. I don't know.
Okay, I haven't seen any of Horror Mike's movies yet either.
Or maybe it was on Tubi. It was either Tubi or horror Halloween Plus. But when I saw that and I saw Pat Boyette, and I said, "What?
There can't be two people named Pat Boyette. That's kind of an unusual name."
I think you did like at least three movies."
I wonder whatever happened to there was someone was making a documentary on Charlton Comics, and they had a trailer for it, and 10, 20 years has passed since I saw that trailer. Did you guys hear about this Archie's movie?
No, I heard you talking about it the other day. It was the one you were talking about that was made in India.
Yeah, it's a Bollywood movie, but it at least feels like an Archie comic, unlike that series on CW. I wonder what I could get away with showing on television without. I mean,
Leah Jackson.
Let's see. Maybe I could get away with it. I don't know. Feels like, what they could have done on CW, but of course they won't because the American past is hated. Why did I didn't mean to give you a solo. Let's kind of get to all three of us. Because, the people here hate our past. They don't want anything set in the past. It's forbidden. Horrible time, they say. Let's see what people are saying here. Okay, gang, I'm heading out for the night. Have a great one, folks. It's probably getting to be everyone's bedtime. Thanks for doing this gratitude for us, fossils. Yeah, I'll keep doing it as long as anyone wants. I mean, if the show stops before Micah comes back, it'll lose people having the ritual of coming on Wednesday nights. So someone's got to be a place saver. I mean, obviously, this is not going to be as entertaining as when Micah does it, but
I think you're doing a good job, man. I really appreciate it.
Right? I mean, I couldn't do it. I'm kind of nervous about what I got to do on the 27th. I don't even know.
This is that's I don't think I like that acronym. That looks like "see ya, jerk." Maybe you should just say Jackson.
Yeah, Joseph Robert Kennedy.
Have that JFK feel. JRK isn't quite the same. Well, yeah. So the 27th, you're not doing it solo. You're having people on, is what you're saying, right?
Well, it'll be people, man.
So you're kind of striving for like when Night Tiger does those big deals where he gives away stuff. I want a couple
like
times.
that, but it's gonna be. I'm gonna have a raffle drum and pull names out and have first, second, and third, fourth prize.
Well, and instead of all that stuff where people have to email you and stuff, maybe make sure they're watching at the time. They have to be watching at that time to win the prize. What Night Tiger did is he had there's some kind of app, I'm sure he could tell you, on his phone where he types in, or I think he had his son or his wife type in or maybe one of the people in the chat was typing in everyone's name into this app, and then it works like a roulette wheel where the phone will give you a random name, and it will definitely be someone watching at that moment. And then you could have prizes given in real time instead of finishing the show, and then you've got hours of paperwork to figure out who, and looking at emails, which is the worst.
Yeah, I thought about that, but then what if the people aren't there? And what if if
they're not there, why would they win a prize on a show they're not there for? I mean, that forces them to come and watch. Well, I mean, they have to watch live. They can watch it on a replay. Well,
maybe
I don't know. I see your point. Like, that's not fair to people that are working on Sunday night or something. I don't know.
I thought about that. I was talking to my wife about that.
It seems really exciting when Night Tiger does it. He used to do Christmas shows. I won a Bronze Age Amazing Spider-Man from him once, and he sent me some of his original artwork and stuff. But like every 10, 15 minutes in your show, you give away another prize, that would create excitement.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you guys think in the chat? What do you think's the best way to do that? If anyone's still awake.
I've seen people use that wheel you're talking about, and yeah, that looks like it might be the easy way to do it to keep everything fair and stuff, kind of random. But yeah, I don't know how to do it, or wouldn't be able to do it myself.
Apps on your phone that would be used by teachers and for classroom activities, and like so they could call every student in the class and not just call their favorite, whatever. They make it randomized, so you type in everyone's name, and then it, the artificial intelligence gives you the winner.
Yeah, I'm kind of old fashioned, with the raffle drum, and
well, if you want to do it with physical, where you can watch the drum with the paper in it, that's more interesting. Unless
the last giveaway I did similar to that. I put everybody's name in a hat, and it was kind of a hassle, but I mean, that's the only way I could think of to make it fair. Just threw everybody's name in the hat and just pulled one out and showed them. But it's kind of a pain to do all that.
What you could do is, because if you're doing the show, you're going to be concentrating on the show. That's why it's hard for me to. Micah's real good about looking at the comments, and I forget to look at them. But if you had someone else on your show that could write down everyone's name and physically put them on paper, put them in a hat or a drum, and then you switch the camera view over to that person and they pull a name, then you still have the drama of actually seeing and then they can show the name written out and then prove to everyone that they actually won it, so they don't think he's just making up what the phone told him who the winner is. I don't know. I you can do it however you want.
there's different ways.
When Night Tiger does it that way, because it's like, I'm real excited, to the way he does it. He kind of adds some drama to it. I don't know.
I'm not too tech savvy the way he does it he did it with the phone. You said he had an app on
I mean, he just or on his computer, his laptop, or something. It might have been on his computer laptop. I mean. Yeah, I mean, what you film your show with a camera that's patched into your computer, right? So your computer can be used for something else, or
I think there is, a computer app, because Gray Man has used that on his channel quite a bit when he does the Cover Slinger show, and they're picking a topic that he puts all the names in, types them in on the computer, and then they're all up on the wheel, and then he just randomly spins the wheel. And they have a topic for the next week.
I'm gonna have a duck fall down from.
There you go.
Blood Paint says Captain's been itching to bring out some antique raffle drum. I think he thinks you have something you're wanting to use. Graphic Man says Cap will have a toy bird. Yeah. That's what you said. All right.
What was that? Groucho Marx had that show, right? What the hell was that called?
What's my line?
Something like that. Yeah.
Something like that.
Where the duck came down.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I think I'm probably about ready to tap out. I've got
I think we probably all are.
Early day tomorrow, and it's been a really terrible week. So I expect tomorrow's not going to be any better.
Is it super hot there and everyone's?
It's hot. I've had a lot of air conditioners break. I've had freezers breaking, and they've opened up a couple of new stores in my area, and they put old equipment in this new store, and none of it's working. So,
do you ever have to get up on roofs to do it?
All the time. I was on a roof today.
Oh, no wonder it's a bad week.
Yeah.
Oh. You have to get into attics?
No. Fortunately, not that.
Mostly
it's usually
business,
just either in a hot kitchen repairing something that's broke, or up on a hot roof fixing an air conditioner or a condenser for a walk-in freezer or cooler.
So how hot did it get today?
It wasn't terrible today. It was only in probably like the mid upper 80s, I think. But it's been pretty hot before today. I think it got up into the 90s there, the mid 90s. So
At least you're not in Maui. You hear the whole island's practically burning, according to the way they show it on the TV.
oh, really?
Yeah, it's like people running out into the ocean to get away from the fire. It's like horrific.
Wow.
It's convenient how as soon as the president starts talking about climate change, things just magically, like Canada, half of Canada caught on flames to convince people about climate change.
Yeah.
Well.
Oh, well. Maybe we can get more people on next week. I probably need to talk to people during the week and say, hey, you coming on, instead of not doing that at all. I talked to Charlton earlier, but
yeah, I'm sorry. I hope his cat's all right. I don't know what happened with that. I hope his cat's doing okay, but I
don't have. I hope absolutely. I don't know if I have your number in my phone, Jambo, that ever send you a text.
I'll get it to you. I'll get it to you this week sometime or something.
Okay, sounds good.
And as far as Twitter and getting Eric, that I don't have Twitter. I don't even know how to.
I don't either, so I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
I think he got it, but he's been real busy the last couple of weeks getting ready for that show. So maybe
he's probably been pricing.
Chicago Con will be over, so he'll be back, and then Hans will have stuff to show from the convention, I guess. So that'll be really cool next week.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna tap out.
All right. Take care, guys.
Take care, Jim.
Yeah.
Bye.
See you, everybody.
Hang on and say final goodbye.
Take care.
Bye. All right. So, let's see what we got here. Lead Paint says, good show, gents. And so next Wednesday we'll be back. If any of you guys want to come on, everyone's welcome on here. We didn't hear from Paulo, but I'm just realizing. Anyway, spread the word about the show. Graphic Man will be back pretty soon, and I guess it's time for my boot heels to be wandering, ladies and gentlemen. So say your prayers, eat your spinach, and here's our official sponsor. And say your prayers. This is the only guy that can help us out of this political situation that we're in. There's another photograph of him. This is an actual photograph. Make sure you pray seriously. I'm very serious, because we are in a battle with principalities and powers far beyond just plain evil, ladies and gentlemen. Be seeing you. Be seeing you. This is not an Illuminati thing. This is from the prisoners. I used to do this on my show because they did this on the island in The Prisoner. And then I realized, oh, shoot, that's the stupid thing all those Illuminati idiots do. And that's why they did it in the show. Because, the Illuminati was running the island. I didn't know. I just thought that's cool to say, be seeing you. And I was doing some satanic garbage on my show. So that won't be happening. That's why I stopped doing it a while back. Anyway, be seeing you.